Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by today. Today I'm going to be working on an altered playing card, and I am almost caught up. I am on day 14 and today's 15th. And day 14th, our prompts are Dance Like a Chicken and Wildflower, what is it? Wildflower Wonder. We're going to do Dance Like a Chicken. Yes, and this is a month-long challenge at the Facebook group Junk Journals and Creative Visions. Every day they give us 2 prompts that we can make altered playing cards out of. You can pick one, you can do both, you can combine them and do one card. So I am going to do Dance Like a Chicken, and I'm using this book again. I have been using this book. Now I had this cut out of here to do this, but I changed my mind because I found one I think is better. Right here. So let's get this out of here. I hate to cut up poo, but you know, I like this one because they are actually dancing. I think in this one I liked it. The little chicks are dancing around Mama that has food, but I like this one better. I will save that for something else. Okay, so, and what this is, if you haven't seen my videos, it is a Childcraft Once Upon a Time #1. It is year 1986. Seems like the years, as they change, they're different. Oh, oh no, I just knocked all my little... I gotta pick these up or I'll get them lost, and that would make me sad. We're gonna use these. Oops, there's one way under my organizer I can see. I had them all in order for my title, but I don't anymore. I think there. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to scoot those over here. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I'm just going to take up the whole card with this. So I think I will, where's my pencil? I think I'm going to cut right here and right here. And that will get it that far out of there. Where's my trimmer? Cut right under the squirrel there, and then I'll just cut right here. Alright, now let's get some glue. I'm using the back of my cards because I accidentally did that on the first card, so I just have continued it. I didn't want one card different than the rest. Doesn't bother me at all because I'm not attached to the back of this card at all. Okay, so I think about right here would be good, and I'm going to hold it up to my lamp here to see. Alright. This one is going to be fairly easy. You know what, I'm going to let that dry for a minute and we will work on these. Get my little... These are little dies die set that I got, I don't know, a few years ago. Oh, one of them is stuck to my finger and I'm about to drop it. There. I just put them in here with a couple other... I got my stamps that I've been using that won't stay on. I'm trying to find something else to put them in. And then I've got this set of alphabet dies in here. I don't know where I got either of them. And they did not come in this. This was just a little container I had. But they come in handy. They're just kind of a pain. Okay, let's cut off some of this. This is just a white. It's kind of bent, so that's why I grabbed that one. And I should have every letter that I need here. They've got multiple of each letter, so it's easy to just cut your whole title or whatever at one time. Even if you need 3 ends. I'm not going to worry about how they're on here. Just going to stick them on here. Upside down, of course. They'll probably slide anyway, so if I try to get them in perfect order, they just slide around. Can you see what I'm doing? Not real good, can you? I'm excited to get caught up with this. Tomorrow, I'm hoping I can get caught up with my master board, but I'm not sure. It might be Monday before I do, because we have company coming in tomorrow. And during, oh, see, I knew they'd slide around. During the day, we have to go to town and do some stuff, so I'm afraid by the time I get home, it'll be time for me to cook, and I won't get in here. It just depends on how fast we go through our stuff we have to do in town tomorrow. Go to the bank, and of course I have to go by the Friday thrift shop. You know that. We have to do the pharmacy. That in itself can take an hour. Oh, one of them slipped. It's hanging out. I'm going to have to do it again, I can tell. It slid right along. What's this one? Let's see. Huh? Well, what do you know? So I'm just going to pick these up. I'm going to try to leave the letters there for now. It's getting late tonight and I gotta cook supper, so I'm waiting for the dishwasher to get done. We live in an old home, and our dishwasher is one of those you push up to the sink, because I want a dishwasher that bad, and we couldn't get one installed anywhere. We have a really nice sized kitchen, but it's really not made very well. Not designed very well. And so if we take our cabinets for that, there's not many cabinets left. Okay, so this is a Bria Reese dual tip glitter marker. And I am just going to color these red. I could not find a red that I liked, and I thought, well, what? Just use your marker, silly. Oh, that came out of there. I don't want to lose that. I can lose one, because I'm going to use one as an apostrophe. So the next one I'll have to be really careful with. It's right there and it's already out. Okay. I thought this might be easier than taking them all out and then trying to hang on to them to color them. I may have to do some touch-up on them, but you know, I think I cut 3 of those exclamation marks, so I've got plenty. Alright, there we go. I think it is color in. Okay. I'm going to set this over here. I'm going to set these up here in case I have to cut something again, and then I will not have to look for the letter, because that took more time than anything else today, looking for all of my letters. Okay, so now let's cut this off. And I think I will do this one with gray also. I did my last one with gray. So I think I'll do this one too. I've got more there than I wanted to, but that's okay. And as I'm looking at this, I think I want to get my glitter marker and do those raindrops. So let me grab those. And well, I've got my glitter markers and my alcohol. Not my alcohol, my acrylic markers in here. And I store them sideways because I think that's best for them, is what I've always been told. So it makes it kind of hard to, I don't want to get that one mixed up in case I need it. It makes it kind of hard to find. There is a blue one. I could do blue if I can't. But surely there is like a silver one in here. Wait, what's that one? No, that's green. Purple, blue. Hey, that might be silver right there. I think that's what that is. Yes, it is. All right. Search is over. But I keep these in here horizontal. I chose this because it can be horizontal. And I think that's best for these markers. Okay, so, see now some of these are just like a line and then some of them look like raindrops. And I'm going to do the raindrops. And you know what comes to my mind that I have no idea where these letters are going in here. But I'm just going to color in these raindrops and then we'll figure it out. I just want the raindrops to really show up. And this has got such a big tip that it's kind of hard. I might have been smarter to use my paint that I like and a little bitty paintbrush. But I'm half done now, so I'm not going to worry about that. And then I'm going to go around the puddle here. And I got these at Hobby Lobby. I believe they were $7.97 for, I think there's 10. And they're double-ended, so you get more colors than just 10. So I thought that was pretty good. All right, there we go. So now, let's get these out of here. Where's D, A? I didn't need the G because I'm doing dancing, I think. That's what I kind of thought I would do. Dancing. And then have this little apostrophe in I need to scoot this up because I've probably got this too low for you. I need a C in there. Okay. R-A-I. What? I don't know if I have this right or not. Okay, there's my the. Okay, T-H. Oh, I do need that in. Dancing in the. Oh, goodness. Okay, there we go. So dancing, I don't want that G. Okay. Now, tweezers. I definitely need the tweezers for this. Pop that A out of there. Okay, so why don't we put dancing up here? Oh, I don't have a C, do I? I never did find a C. I thought for sure. I bet I cut a G instead of a C. Oh no, that means we gotta look in here for a C. Can I make that a G or a C? Let's see if I can. No, I can't. Well, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it instead of searching for that. I can't find my little scissors. Huh, that's weird. I got these. So if I just kind of curve that, whoa, and take that off of there. And I think that'll work, I think. I don't know, it looks kind of bad. Let's see if I can find it real quick. See, I gotta go through everything here. All the stamps, all of those. I bet you I grabbed that G instead of a C. Well, I know I did, because I got a G and I don't need it. Ah, look what I found. I found a C. Yay. Alright, let's get my cover back. And I will just, oops, I don't want that over there. I will just take that and this, and go ahead and put that down. Hold still if you don't do that. Whoa! Taking my mat with me, and I'm trying to lose one of my letters. Okay, here we go, and then let's color it. There we go. Okay, oops, I didn't get it colored all the way. Okay. Alright, so we have a D-A-N-C-I-N. Oops. C-I-N. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fit this on here, because it can't be over that chicken's face, can it? That chicken is the star of the show. Alright, so I don't have an I. Yeah, I do. I just couldn't see it. Alright, let's see. We could do the D. Oh, I can't get this to sit still. D-A-N-C-I-N. Almost. I want this to be real playful, thankfully. There. That's how we'll do it. Okay. Well, let me get. We're going to use this glue. I remember back when I was scrapbooking, I had this paper, and you would peel the top off, and it had little dots, and you would just stick that down, and it would pick up the adhesive, and it was so handy for letters. Of course, I didn't have any letters this small back then because I was still hand cutting. I know I didn't cut anything this small. And I have no idea how the rest of the title's going to go, but we're just going to do this for now. And then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, if the rain doesn't get to it first. I know, that was kooky, wasn't it? We're having ribeye steaks for supper, y'all. I have not had that forever. Normally tiny ribeye at our grocery store, because remember, I live in the country and we have one grocery store and they know it, and they price things high, so it'd be like $13–14 for a little ribeye. Well, I was in there last night and they had some that were on quick sale because they need to be cooked today. They still look really good. It was two. I call them sandwich ribeyes because they're thinner, which is what I like anyway. It was $8 for two of them. I said, hey honey, you want these? He says, yeah. So that's what we're having tonight. But it's crazy how expensive they are. I think I want that there. Do I rather have it right there? No, I want it right where I had it. Now, I have seen on TikTok this lady that lives in Alaska, and she'll show her prices, and so she makes me feel better. I think I'll put right here and put rain there, because she has some high prices. I think, that's Ours aren't quite that bad. They are bad. And something I've noticed is since the darn, COVID, the cuts of meat are different. Have you noticed that? Like a round steak? Oh, where is that? I don't know. It's not in my store. I used to love to make pepper steak with it, but And then there was a steak that I can't even remember the name of now, but I would always buy it and cut it into strips and do fajitas, but nope, it's gone too. And cube steak, you hardly ever see that. I love making chicken fried steak. Nope, don't see that either. But sometimes you see these strange things in there that I'm going, what are you supposed to do with that cut of meat? But I don't know, you never had that before. And it's like before that, I would sit down and I would make my grocery list by what we wanted for the week. And I would make our menu for the week. And then I would go buy what I needed. Now it's a game of hunting to see what you can afford. Because you can't afford it. And so you can't have, I don't have room for that explanation mark. I think I'm just, well, maybe I can slip it in there. But it's so frustrating to me because I was real big on me making my list for the week and going and getting it. And then I would have I would put it, like say, cube steak on Monday. That didn't mean it had to be. It just meant that's what I had. And I would even keep track of everything in my freezer and my pantry. I had like a list on my pantry door and I would check it off as I used it. Dancing in the Rain. I think that is cute. I want to put some, let's choose a week of Stella. I want to put some sparkle on the red right here. And I think I will use this one and just put more sparkle on these lines. I like sparkle sometimes. But let me know if you have the same frustrations ever since that with your grocery store, or if things are pretty well back to normal, because that never went back here. Never. We have a new normal. A whole new normal. And like I always bought this bacon was Indiana Kitchen. It was so good. I haven't seen that since then either. I've never had it. Yeah, they kind of fooled in the ad this week. It said Indiana something bacon, and when I looked at it at the store, it was the grossest looking stuff I'd ever seen. It was all brown and yuck. It wasn't in a regular package. It was in a package like you buy your hamburger in, one of those styrofoam trays. It was so brown and so gross looking. I didn't buy it. But when I saw Indiana, I can't remember what they called it. They got my attention, but it was not this old stuff. Here we go. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the shine on there? There. Now you can. Well, you have a blessed day. I'll see you soon, and if you'd like to join us, just go to the group on Facebook, Junk Journals and Creative Visions. Bye.